I mean, this is great. This is a pay-per-view, and I just got to let them fire.
You have to understand.
That's me trying my hardest to stay in character.
To me, as I was watching this live, I'm thinking, oh my God, he's about to kill somebody. I mean, first of all, he could have been killed.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I'm glad he's okay. But I'm thinking, boy, when I see you there, I see pain, I see adrenaline, and I just see rage.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm beside myself. I'm looking down at my chest because my chest is just bubbling up right now. Flesh is just rolling up. Look at me. I'm pouring water on me to try and cool. Look.
Did you get word? They knew you had went up. Did you say, hey, man, I need some water? What'd you do?
I know that I've got to sit in that pod for 20 minutes. And then I've got to work another 20 minutes once I get in. And I'm trying to assess where I'm at, like physically, with the burn. Because every time, you know that smell of burnt hair and flesh. And that's all I can smell, right? They're feeding me water. There's a ring crew guy underneath my pod feeding me bottles of water. And I'm just, because I'm on fire. I mean, I'm burning. So I'm pouring it on there to try and ease that kind of pain. And every time I look down, like my skin's bubbling up more and more. I am trying my hardest to keep focused, but I'm also thinking in my head, I'm about to kill the pyro guy. And the reason that I say that, like, I'm pretty forgiving and I'm pretty understanding of things, and I know that things just happen sometimes, just like Mick, going through the cell. But a couple of weeks prior, I have a conversation with the pyro guy. And I tell him, look, the pyro bursts are too close. I'm starting to feel it, and you know me, I know sell everything, right? The pyro bursts are too close. Let's back them out. And I get, well, I think it's just because there's a draft in this building. Okay, I'm just telling you, they're pretty close. And you know me, I want to be Undertaker, I want to be motionless, and I want to do my entrance the way it's supposed to go. So here's what happened that night. I'm world champion. And initially, I had one of my coats, more of the Hellraiser type coats, right? Ones, they're sleeveless, and they kind of fasten in the middle. So I'm world champion. So last minute, I decide I'm going to wear the belt, and I don't want to wear the belt and not be able to see it. So I switch coats just by chance. So I switched to the more of the duster style because I'm going to wear the belt. I want you to be able to see the belt when I make my entrance. I walk out. Pyro comes up on my left. It comes directly. I mean, it's right on me. So it comes up on my left, and it's so hot that I can't no-sell this one, right? So I turn to my right, and when I turn to my right, the fire burst on my right goes off. So I've turned right into that one. So now I'm engulfed. Thank goodness I had the presence of mind to know that I had to move forward. When I can start to see something other than fire, I can see that my right sleeve is on fire and my hat's on fire. So obviously I'm trying to come out, get that off of me as quick as possible, and still try and remain somewhat in character. It was just one of those deals like, oh, how do you do that, right? How do you get fire off of you and still be Undertaker? And that full leather sleeve, when I got back after the match and saw the jacket, so that sleeve was that long.
Right.
It just, so two things. If I hadn't have switched jackets, my arm would have been completely exposed.
Wow. Because you already had second, third degree burns?
Yeah.
Even with on my chest. Protection.
Yeah, with the protection. And then the second big thing I did was that second bottle of water that I poured on my head. I was dripping water when I went out.
Right.
And that was only because I said, you're going to be in that pod for 20 minutes. Your hair is going to be dry. You're not going to be able to see. So I took that extra bottle of water. So, and I won't mention his name, but I'll just say the pyro guy, I said, like, he needs to be gone when I get back. My intentions, I was going to make this right.
Right.
Because I'm thinking 2 weeks ago, I already told you this was going to happen. Now it's happened. and now I'm going to deal with that. But I had 20 minutes to bring my heart rate down. If I'd have been the first one out of the pod, I don't know what would have happened, you know.